All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises to YAHAWAH,
BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakha.
double honors to elder apostles, the great millstone that taught us His truth, and blessings all you sincere laborers out there pushing His truth in all sincerity and faith and honesty, and also blessings also to you sisters out there listening and learning. All right, and brother Kanakla. All right, we come together, all right, through the spirit of YAHAWASHI to bring you another lesson, Lord's will, was edifying. All right, and you know, through the spirit, we're just getting into about being unmovable in His truth, man. All right, being unmovable. All right, not nothing should be able to remove you from His truth, remove you from the doctrine. All right, no matter what we're faced with. So we're gonna start off with Colossians 1:23.
Right, God. This is Colossians chapter 1, verse 23. If ye continue in the faith, grounded and settled, and be not moved away, and be not moved away from the hope of the gospel.
So being not moved away for the hope of the gospel. What's the hope, man? The hope of the gospel. The gospel is what? The good news, you know. So being not moved away from those things, you know, because you know this world, you know, these demons messing with you, the tribulation cometh, you know, and you know, try to, you know, pretty much take your faith away, take you away from the good news, man. You start to doubt, like, is it really gonna happen? Is it really gonna come? You know, we got to be unmovable. All right, go ahead.
God, which ye have heard.
Which we have heard, what, from the elder apostles on down. All right, the scriptures say faith cometh by hearing, man. All right, and we heard these things, and we heard the good news, and we believed it. All right, but the scriptures also said, when thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, man. And we got to be spiritual to recognize, all right, things that's taking place, man. And know that the Most High is in control of everything, man. All right. He's in control of everything. You got to be spiritual to recognize, man, to know, all right, what moves you need to make, all right. Scriptures speak about examining thyself daily, man, all right. Examine thyself whether thou be in the faith, okay. That's how you able to be unmovable, you know. Being grounded in the truth, reading, studying, you know, praying, man. Praying is heavy, all right. Go ahead.
Con.
If I may, want to get that word grounded. It's the word grounded.
Strong's G2311.
Right, and it's to lay the foundation, to found, to make stable, establish.
So being established on that rock, all right. You know, being established, being grounded, rooted, man. That seed that was sown in good ground, man. All right. Being mixed with faith, and getting and receiving the increase from YAHAWASHI, man. All right. That's it on that.
Yeah, I was gonna get the word firm.
All right, go ahead.
Also, it's the word firm.
Strong's G1476. Hedraias.
Right, and it means sitting, sedentary. Sedentary. Firm and immovable, steadfast.
Going back to that consistency. All right. Unmovable, steadfast, man. All right. In fact, let me read that word. Constancy. All right. Constancy, fixedness, or firmness of mind. A fuller form of constance, because you know it says a firmness of mind. So this is a spiritual battle. You know, the race is not to the swift, you know, not to the strong, not to the speedy. Okay, so this is a spiritual battle. Ephesians 6th chapter. Arm yourselves, man. That's how you're gonna be firm. That's how you're gonna be movable. Arming yourselves against the enemy spiritually. All right. A fuller form of constance with abstract noun suffix meaning faithfulness, all right, fidelity, Fidelity, meaning being faithful, man, to a person or cause. And who we faithful to? YAHAWASHI. What's the cause, man? All right, to the restoration of Israel, the nation of Israel, man. All right, us coming back to the laws and statutes, commandments, all these causes, man. Fighting for YAHAWASHI, man, who shed his blood for us. So we faithful to all those causes and faithful to YAHAWASHI. It says from the 1540s, that of a quality of being immutable. It's like it. The quality of immutability, all right? A permanent state. When you go into that word immutability, it means unchanging over time or unable to be changed, man. So we have to be immutable, all right? In this truth. Unable to be changed. Okay? So reading on, matter of fact, unable to be changed, get Ephesians 4 and 14 real quick, Baba shot. Right? Because we was going to that word immutability, like the brother Mike Allah stated, it's an ability, all right? Immutability is ability not to be changed. And you go into, and you see the word immutability is spelled I-M-M-U, all right? I would say that's the prefix, immune, all right, mean to be immune to something, all right? So if you're immune to a disease, or immune to a foreign, invader, all right, that's trying to get you sick, oh, I'm immune to that, all right? That means what? It's not going to change. It's not going to change you, all right? The scriptures speak about sticking to wholesome doctrine. So what? That's health. So if you're immune to certain things, that virus is not going to change your health. You're going to stay whole, man, all right? And that's what we have to do. We have to stay whole, all right? Sticking to these wholesome words, man, okay? Go ahead, Art. Ephesians.
It's Ephesians chapter 4, verse 14. That we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro.
Because you can tell a child anything, right? You can tell a child anything, and they're gonna believe it. You could have just told the child, "Oh, this is real," and then 2 minutes later you can say, "Oh, this is fake," and they just gonna go with it. So the scripture's saying we can be no more children in understanding, man. Okay, go ahead.
And carried about with every wind of doctrine.
And carried about every wind of doctrine. Right? Oh, because if we was in that state, oh, the northern tribes aren't Israelites. The mark of the beast ain't the RFID chip. Every time somebody come up with some wayward doctrine, we will be moved. But what? We're not children in understanding, immutability, consistency, faithful, all right, to the things which we have heard, going back to Colossians 1 and 23. Sticking to the things we've heard and we have learned, man. All right? Go ahead.
And carried about with every wind of doctrine.
And carried about every wind of doctrine. We sticking to it, man. The RFID chip is the mark of the beast, man. All right? That's sound doctrine. Those are wholesome words, man. Go ahead.
By the sleight of men.
By the sleight of men.
And cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive.
While they lie in wait to deceive. So, hey, the scriptures say if it were possible, they would be able to what? Deceive the very elect. But the elect has been given that immutability, all right, from the Most High to be unchangeable, okay? Unchanging over time or unable to be changed. So the elect is immutable. They're unable to be changed, man. You got something you want to say?
Yeah, that word grounded, that it meant what you quoted earlier. You said, going back to Colossians, the first chapter. It's on the word sedentary. Okay, sedentary is an adjective from 1590s. And check this out. It's heavy. It says remaining in one place. Right? Remaining in one place. Being immutable. Being unchangeable. And that's why the scriptures say be grounded and settled in the faith, which we're reading about, man. And that's why a lot of times a lot of guys fall out too in the faith bars, because they have the mindset of it's them, it's their knowledge, it's their understanding, it's their wisdom, is why they came into the truth, or why they are the person they are, But this is ultimately about the Lord YAHAWASHI humbly, because that ground that you're setting in, the Lord planted the seeds, man. You will see as well. That's the problem with Jake, man. Jake really don't understand the significance of YAHAWASHI, which we was building earlier, right? And through on the week, man. Jake, Jake, it's like, bro, this not you, bro. You not the one that you didn't lay your life down for the whole nation of Islam. Somebody did, but he was grounded. He was settled in his truth, man.
The mission.
Right. He knew the mission. He stood to the mission.
Stuck to it.
Right.
He was unable to be changed.
Right. And that's what making us followers of YAHAWASHI, because we sticking to the mission, man. We know that I can easily go do my own thing. I can easily do, but bro, it's not about us. This is about YAHAWASHI and his love towards his nation, man. I just want to say that, okay? Because that's the mind state of the elect. They would have that real quick. They would have that sedentary mind state, man, which means remaining in one place, which is the doctrine, the sound doctrine.
No, just real quick, because I thought of the word, it might not be exactly the same, but thought of sedimentary. It's a type of rock. I forgot it in school. They taught you about different types of rock. There's metamorphic. There's sedimentary. Yeah. Sedimentary is a type of rock. And sediment. That's the word right there.
Yeah, and that's the prefix for it. Yeah,
it's a type of rock.
And you notice, like in raw juices, the settlement at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
That's the shit you want. Yeah. That's the shit you want, man. You gotta shake it up. You gotta shake it up, man. So something to be settled. It's almost like fermenting.
Yeah. Just like a baby.
Yeah. That's why I said grounded. You gotta be grounded in this truth. In the faith, man. Hey, check this out. It says sitting, remaining in one place, from sedentum, present particle of sedir, to sit, occupy an official seat. And that's what we're doing, man.
Occupy till
YAHAWASHI come. That's Sirach the 39th chapter, man. That's what we're doing. What does the scripture say? The testimony of YAHAWASHI is the spirit of prophecy. So you will have a spirit on certain men here, all right, to what? Prophesy. That's the occupation, man. That's our profession. To foretell of what's to come. We're not telling you what we're going to do. We're telling you what the Lord going to do, man. Yeah. It's already written. The Lord said he's getting ready to destroy Babylon the Great, which is America. Okay, the Lord told us that the division is coming. Sedition amongst men. The RFID chip, the thermonuclear missiles, man. Loved ones shall, they shall despise, the people that they love and look at them as enemies, man, roughly to say. That's what we're coming into, man. Men shall be as women in that day. 7 women shall cleave into 1 man. So far and so on is the times we're coming into, because the scriptures tell you in Romans the 15th chapter that the things that are written aforetime were for our learning. So what? We're learning about the judgment of the Lord that's getting ready to partake on the planet Earth. So that's why you got to be grounded in the truth. You got to be settled, in this thing, knowing that the Lord is in controlling everything, man. And brother, you just had a beautiful dream, the other day, man, where Jacob's trouble came. But what? Everybody was bugging out, but you was looking for a way to be stable. Okay? And that's the thing about this truth, man. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time. And that's the times we're coming into, man. Stability. Because our temptation is coming, yeah. But the Lord said, I will keep you from that hour, man. And that's the word we're actually going into, man. Parasmos. Okay? Keeping you from that. Why? Because the trial that was given unto you, man. You hold your integrity, your fidelity. You showed me that through your bodily condition, that you hold fast to the words that were spoken unto you, man. Okay? The words that were spoken unto you, faith cometh by hearing. I just wanted to say that. Just through the spirit.
Hey, but that's heavy though, because if you are unmovable, all right, unchangeable, as the scriptures say, that means you have faith. Because if someone can be moved from a certain amount of thing, that means they didn't believe. That's what that means. If they can be moved from a doctrine, they can be moved and receive another, another spirit or another, gospel. That means their faith was small, man. They didn't believe. So that's what make you unmovable, your faith, man. Anybody?
Nah, the precepts we had us pulling up.
Yeah,
Romans. You finished that on
That was it.
Ephesians?
Yeah, we read Ephesians
Yeah.
before.
Finished it?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, we'll get Romans 8 and 35. We'll close out on that.
All right. This is Romans. You said Romans
8 and 35.
8 and 35.
I got it. You
Got it? Yeah, you got it. All right.
It's Romans chapter 8 and verse 35. Who shall separate us from the love of YAHAWASHI? Shall tribulation?
So what? Who shall separate us? That go back to fidelity,
Oh, yeah.
right? Being faithful, you know. Why? Because we are married to YAHAWASHI, the marriage. So, you know, that's where infidelity kicks in. When you leave YAHAWASHI or leave the gospel for whatever reason, okay? Or you leave the doctrine for whatever reason, that's infidelity, man. All right? That means you didn't have the ability, all right, the immutability. You didn't have the ability to not change. You changed up, man. All right?
John.
You stopped believing. A spirit was able, you took heed to a seducing spirit or whatnot. All right? Satan was able to infiltrate your mind, man, and carry you away. All right? That's why we got to stay humble. Go ahead.
I gotta
Bring it up.
precept.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
This is heavy. Revelation 14 and verse 4. These are they which are not defiled with women, for they are virgins.
Fidelity, faithfulness.
These are.
Hey, real quick, if I may add, that's the keeping the sound doctrine, man. You know, that's what's going to separate the boys from the men. Because you got a lot of grown boys. You know, my dad used to always say that, man. Don't let a beard fool you. He's still a grown boy. Just because you got a beard on your face don't mean you're a grown man, right? But what? We're coming into the times where the Lord is going to separate the boys from the men. Those that actually believe in the things that they're teaching, man. You know, didn't have a 501c3 charter, man. The Lord getting ready to separate those men. You know, you getting ready to experience the true believers. All right, and guess what? They getting the reward, man. Okay, because they suffered the same things YAHAWASHI suffered, man. Okay, and that's why we're going through this thing, man. YAHAWASHI was grounded in the word of his father. So when he went to the Garden of Gethsemane, yeah, he wanted his men around him, man. But he knew that he had to drink of that cup. He was grounded in the word of the Messiah.
Hey, another thing too, remember Peter didn't want him to do it.
Didn't
He said, the Son of Man shall be offered up. Is, you know, and
he said,
Peter,
I'll
like,
do it.
yeah, not so, like, pretty much no. You
Yeah,
know, that ain't,
no,
you know, that ain't gonna
nah.
happen. YAHAWASHI said, get this behind me, Satan.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, for thou desires not the thing of the Most High.
Right.
All right? So he was able, YAHAWASHI was immutable, man. He wasn't changed. He stuck to the doctrine. All right? Because what? It was prophecy.
Yeah.
A script that had to be played.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
He had to be brought to the slaughter as a lamb brought to the slaughter. He had to be sacrificed. So what? He couldn't change from that. All right? Regardless of what he was faced with, you know, he had to, you know, go through that. All right? So YAHAWASHI is that great example.
Hey, real quick, I got to, real quick through the Spirit, because the Lord is making just man perfect, man. You know, we walk in that same light, you know, that same walk. Let me see real quick, somebody grab this real quick. Hey, this is Proverbs 4 and 18. But the path of the just is as a shining light. Right, we are the just, man, because the scriptures speak about the just shall live by their faith, man. We're believing, all right, that we walk in the same walk that YAHAWASHI walk, man. Okay, through our faith, all right? And that's why we're going through certain things, man. You know? Okay, why? Because YAHAWASHI was grounded in the word of the Lord, so we're grounded in his word, man. You know? And it reads, that shineth more and more until the perfect day. That's not a precept that I wanted, but that's through the Spirit, you know. We're being perfect, man. You know, the Most High YAHAWASHI is making just man perfect, man. We're just because of our faith. Scriptures say that just shall live by their faith, man. All right, we're being made perfect because we believe. All All right, the things you go through, the Lord is actually with you, man. And he's just like he was with. The testimonies were written, man. All right, the 3 holy children. Okay, goddamn. All right, the Maccabees children. Okay, how much more, bro? The Most High YAHAWASHI was with these men. Though it looked like they were casted out, okay, the Lord put them through that hour of temptation to be thrown in that furnace of adversity, but he was with them because they were grounded in the truth, man. They were grounded in the word. And that's the same time we're coming into, because what? There is no new thing under the sun. So the Lord is making us perfect, man, through our tribulations, man. The same things we're going through, man. Okay, you're not just gonna go through something just because you're going through it. No, the Lord is putting you through it because you one of those men. Lord's will, The Lord He's making up His jewels, So you're gonna go through certain things, man, to be tested, to be tempted, man. Your faith to be on trial, and that's what we're going through, man. That's all I want to say in the spirit.
You had something like that?
Yeah, want me to finish?
Yeah, Romans, yeah. I thought maybe you had something else.
Oh yeah, it's Revelation 14:4.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Read that. Alright, so Revelation 14:4. These are they which were not defiled with women, but they are virgins. These are they which followed the Lamb whithersoever he goeth.
That faithfulness, fidelity, right? Follow the Lamb whatsoever he goeth. Hey, no matter, the scriptures say that danger be, fire on one side, water on the other. Like, that's a dangerous way to get there, But YAHAWASHI went through that, so what? You got to follow him no matter how dangerous it is, or it looks, or no matter how hard it is, you got to be faithful and still follow him through it, man. Go ahead.
These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto the Most High.
So the first fruits is going to be redeemed from among the rest. All right? That's really how it is. Yeah, all Israel down here, but once again, the Most High going to take his cluster of that grape to himself, that portion that he likes the most, man. He going to take that from among men. All right? Sift the house of Israel. He going to take the best of the best from among that, man. The cream of the crop, Whether we be those men or not, but that's the objective of the Most High, man. That's what he's gonna do.
That's what we fighting for.
Exactly.
Be a part of that number.
Exactly. Yep.
Kind of finishing up, these were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto the Most High and to the Lamb.
Yep. Unto the Most High and unto the Lamb, man. So shall we forever be with YAHAWASHI, man? All right. That separation is not gonna happen no more. All right. See, that separation ain't gonna happen no more. But while we on this side, we gotta fight to stay connected, man. Right? We gotta fight to stay connected, man. That's heavy. Only a few of us are gonna fight to stay connected to YAHAWASHI, to be unchangeable, unmovable. As we read in Romans, nothing shall separate us from the love. But go ahead.
I got the word redeemed there in etymology. It's a word from the early 15th century. It says, in quote, buy back, ransom, also in a theological sense, deliver from sin and spiritual death.
Ransom. What, real quick? Ransom, right? When you purchase something, you hold somebody for ransom. How we purchase? We was held ransom by sin.
Purchased by his blood.
All right. Paul said, with my body, pretty much he was his flesh was just subject to sin, sold under sin. Sold under sin, man. So what? Sin took us and hold us captive, and only ransom, only way that could be paid, we could be let loose from that sin, is by that blood. And YAHAWASHI made that purchase, man. Sold under sin, man. But ransom, they grab somebody, be like, only $3 million, now let them go, hold them for ransom. So what? We were sold under sin, but what? We were purchased. YAHAWASHI paid that ransom, man. And there it was. We were bought back. We were redeemed. Going to that word redeemed. Yeah.
I got a precept of what Job said, because Job knew. Job was a prophet as well. Going back into knowing that he will be brought back through YAHAWASHI. The man of the Lord knew YAHAWASHI. That's why the scriptures say he was written in the volume of the book. It's written of him. Because Job prophesied of YAHAWASHI. This is Job 19, verse 25. And this is Job speaking of being redeemed. Okay? It says Job 19, verse 25. For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. You know? Come. So Job knew that YAHAWASHI would come, all right, in these last days, according to the purchase us, man, according to the prophecies, man. The Lord told us, man, all right, that we will be
prisoners.
Yeah, bro, prisoners, man. You know, prisoners, man. You know, and that's a beautiful thing, man, to actually be prisoner of YAHAWASHI, so that when he returns, we shall be changed just like him. Okay, when he returned with the Aries, I said chariots and angels at the same time. The chariots, okay, which are the angels of the Lord, okay? Yeah, Barakatah. When the Lord returned, we're going to be changed with him, man. Job knew that. Job knew. He seen that. He foreseen the Redeemer would live.
Going back to Colossians, I believe, pretty much not being moved from the gospel. The good news.
Yep. Yep.
That's the good news.
Yep.
Knowing that my Redeemer
liveth.
Yep. So that's the good news. Like, you're going to be saved from all these things, man. Saved from the destruction, Jacob's trouble, and saved from the sin, man. The sinful bodies change the darkness, man. You know? Because we were born into sin, bro. David said that. I was conceived in sin. Psalms 51st chapter. His mother conceived him in sin, man. Alright? You back in Rome, that's it?
Yeah, that was it.
Alright.
Romans chapter 8, verse 35. Who shall separate us from the love of YAHAWASHI?
So that's a question. Who shall separate us from the love of YAHAWASHI? Go ahead.
Shall tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or
Wait,
sword?
look up that word stoic real quick. Alright? So it says stoic. No, it's just definition. S-T-O-I-C, I believe it's spelled. Alright. You got it? What it says?
Alright, Khan. It says the etymology of Stoic, known late 14th century. It says, quote, philosopher of the school founded by Zeno, from the Latin Stoicus, from Greek Stoicus, pertaining to a member of or the teachings of the school founded by Zeno, which, you know, that's, you know, they're going off because a Stoic is a student of YAHAWASHI. Right, so the school would be doctrine, okay, would speak the body of YAHAWASHI. Okay, but you know, Israel has its twist.
Yeah.
Khan.
You agree?
Yeah. No, this definition real quick.
Khan, okay. Keep going on?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, it says
Go down to right here.
meaning.
Yep.
Alright. It says meanings and quote, person who repossesses feelings or endures patiently.
Mm-hmm.
First recorded 1570s.
Now go to conventional dictionary.
Khan.
Yeah. So a person who suppresses feelings. Yeah. Go to conventional. This is right.
Khan.
I hit that
Right here, yeah. Khan. Alright, so this is Stoic, and it says a person who can endure pain or hardship without showing their feelings or complaining.
Mm-hmm. So you gotta be stoic in this thing, bro.
It's heavy.
All right. Well, you got the next definition. Got something?
Yeah.
What?
2. It says a member of the ancient philosophical school of Stoicism, which is what, being Hamashiachian. You know, followers of Christ. You know, because Christians would be Hamashiachian. You know, because Christ is Mashiach. But we are the true followers of Hamashiach, man. You know, so we are in the school of being disciplined and taking on hardship without showing pain or feelings, man. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Stoics.
so going back to Romans 8, read that again, real quick.
Done. Romans 8 and 35. Who shall separate us from the love of YAHAWASHI? Shall tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword? Verse 36. As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long.
Hey, and did not the scripture say YAHAWASHI, when he was reviled not? Like when all that stuff was happening to him, he didn't complain.
Yeah.
He didn't do nothing, bro.
Isaiah 53.
When you lead a sheep to the slaughter, it don't say nothing. You just lead it right to the slaughter. It's gonna go right there. YAHAWASHI was that ultimate stoic, man. You know, a person who goes through things and don't complain. He prayed to the Heavenly Father, if it be so, let this cup pass for me. The Most High didn't reply back to him. All right, not as my will, but thy will. Once the Lord didn't answer him, pretty much let him know you got to go through that. He didn't complain nothing after that. He took it. You know, he accepted it. He drunk that cup, man. All right, go ahead.
Son, we are accounted as sheep for the slaughter.
So we got to be in that same manner as YAHAWASHI, as sheep to the slaughter. Go ahead.
This is 37. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us.
Yep.
Because what? YAHAWASHI, he did what we're doing, man. He was neglected. He was rejected of his own people, man. Okay, he conquered that, man. You know, being rejected, man. Ultimately death. Because we can't conquer death, man. But through him being that example, we can. You know? By having faith. You know? So he's that progenitor, you know? He's that progenitor, man. Hey, bro, because to be honest, man, none of us can die for the whole nation of Israel, man. But YAHAWASHI did that, man. He died. He tasted death for every man. We just read it, and you know? So we have a chance at being followers of him, man, by doing exactly what he did, which was what? Be rejected, be neglected, you know, be despised, be humiliated, man, you know. But at the end of the day, that was a spirit that was exalted in the eyes of the Most High Yahweh. The Most High exalted that spirit, just like he gonna exalt the 144,000, because what? Romans 8:17. They suffered with me, so shall they also be glorified. Going all the way back to what we're going into, man, being grounded, man. We look, we're not, bro, we fighting to be on 144. You know, so it's certain men in this truth that's grounded in the truth, man.
That ain't
grounded.
gonna move.
It's not gonna move. They're not, yeah, bro. They know what they're a part of, man, and that's something that they know. You know, you can't try to reverse that. Okay, it don't matter about a chip or none of that, bro. The Lord is gonna put the spirit on certain men that we're coming in the times we're coming into to reject that shit, man. And we praying to be a part of that number, you know. Okay, to receive the kingdom, man. To receive the beauty of the things that we're reading about, man. Because it's a balance, you know. The hour of temptation is coming. Yeah, death is coming. But the Lord is getting ready to show the man who are grounded in this truth the salvation, the beauty of it, man. The glory of this thing, man. Miracles, you know. Faith. People actually gonna believe in the word of the Lord. You know, we actually waiting on people to believe in the Lord. They don't believe, but they're gonna believe when all hell breaks loose. You know, and that's the times we coming into. It's not the times we coming into this time. The scripture say faith shall flourish. Okay? The faith of the Lord is gonna flourish, man. They're gonna look for this truth, man. But the whole time we were grounded in this. We in this thing, man.
Hey, what it said, thou hast made the Lord thy
refuge.
Refuge, yeah. That rest since thou hast, you know, we made the Lord our refuge, bro. You know? That's heavy. Our dwelling place.
Yep.
You know?
Secret place.
That's what we made the Lord. Alright?
Yep. He that, and what? Back you up, Psalms 91. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High. The secret place is the mysteries, the actual understanding of the scriptures. We dwelling in there. We gave our life over to that. We devoted our mind to YAHAWASHI. He that dwelleth in that secret place, that's ultimately grounding yourself. Because what? The scriptures tell you the first commandment is to give your mind over to the Lord. So you first got to ground yourself in the love of YAHAWASHI. And through that, what? Okay, you dwelling in the secret place, man. Shall abide forever. So we going to abide forever, man. Lord's will, through the faith we believe. Alright, but we in a time where you actually going to see niggas actually fall out, man, because they were not grounded. They did not believe in the Most High. They changed, but the Most High is immutable, and that's in the book of Hebrews.
Especially when that affliction comes, that tribulation comes. That's how who you gonna really see has that ability of immutability. You feel me? To not be changed. You know.
Same.
Because it's easy now. You know. But it's gonna really be shown when shit get bad, when that wind, because remember the angels are holding back the wind, as says the scriptures, you know, holding back the wind of destruction. So when that wind come through, that destruction, then you're gonna see who's where everybody faith was at, if you believe, you know. Because if not, if you don't believe, because when that destruction come, that turmoil,
it's gonna overtake you.
Yep, and then you're gonna go take the chip, because did you really believe the Lord's gonna come back? Did you really believe that was the mark? No, you didn't believe that was the mark of the beast. Well, you gonna go get the chip then. Yeah. So, you know, it's being said now, but in the time it's gonna come action to show, do you really believe what these elders are saying to you? You know, through the Spirit. Do you believe that YAHAWASHI is coming back? Like, bro, that and the scripture my God always quoting, blessed the man who conscience haven't condemned him. Do you? Hey, well, you fully believe. Well, you ain't got nothing to worry about, man. You ain't sitting contemplating like, damn, do I really believe this? But not like you already like, look, man, this is what it is. I'm settled. May the Lord have mercy on me. You know, may He be with me. Other than that, you done, bro. You just sit. You just hope. Your hope is in the Lord, bro. That's it. Nothing else. You know. That's it. Go ahead up.
Romans 8:38. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come.
God, that's what's gonna make us greater than the angels, right there. You know, because the angels don't gotta worry about death. They don't gotta worry about being lower. You know, YAHAWASHI came. That's what's gonna make us over the angels, man. Because we doing exactly what YAHAWASHI did, man. You know,
pursuant to the first 3 chapters of Hebrews.
Right, which we read.
Yeah, which we read.
They don't gotta be persuaded of death. They can't die. They don't gotta be persuaded of being persecuted. You know, but these are the things that were going to make us greater, because YAHAWASHI went through the same thing. He was persecuted. He died. You know. So that's why he said, look, man, the things that you went, the things that I went through, you go through it, guess what? You're going to be right next to me in the kingdom. There is no greater love for a man to lay down his life for his friends, and the Lord did that in the times where we are living in. Because he coming back. For men that were grounded in his word, man, that believed on him. He said, if you believe on the Father, believe also on me. Right? John the 14th chapter. So the men of the Lord are going to show groundness in this truth, man. That's and going all the way. And the reason why we keep bringing this up is because of integrity. A lot of men don't have integrity, man. You know, they are wavered, or because they women, okay, their kids, bills. But look, man, our mind is focused on YAHAWASHI, man, and the Lord is going to show that through certain men here on the planet Earth in the times we're coming into, man. Integrity is going to be shown, man, from the man of the Lord. That's what's going to make you great.
About Job, who said, "Let me be weighed in the balance, that the Most High may know my integrity." You know, we're coming into a time where we're getting ready to be weighed, going into that judgment seat. You know, we have to be going into that fiery furnace. You know, we got to be weighed in the balance so that we can truly be tested of how much do we
that's
right.
heavy.
You know,
right. That's heavy, bro. That's heavy right there.
And that's the hour of temptation.
Yeah,
right. Every man.
You ask the Lord to try you and see if your faithfulness or your love Is it still there?
Is it perfect with it?
Is it perfect?
Right.
He gonna try us all, man. See, like, you still gonna love me? Cause what happened to the woman? The woman automatically said, "Hey, curse the Most High and die, man." You know what I mean? Does thou still hold thy integrity? Like, yeah, hey, no matter what, the scriptures say, though he slay me, Job said, though he slay me, yet will I maintain my integrity or my ways before him, man.
Yep.
You know? Because it's, man.
And that goes into the importance of the fight that we in, man. Because sometimes you might look at it like, damn. But bro, we fighting a heavy battle,
Like,
man.
the Lord
A lot
really
of
love you.
bro, yeah, because a lot of men don't know this, man. A lot of men not actually applying the scriptures, going through the script, reading the scriptures. We actually going through it and be like, God damn, do the Lord really love me, man?
Bro, because it's go to the point, not just sounding good.
Yeah.
Are you applying these things? Yeah, you sound good. You out there on the highways and byways, you making these videos saying do this and do that. But then as soon as the situation presents itself, everything go out the window.
Yeah.
All the scriptures that you regurgitating or quoting or reading, you ain't applying them.
Right.
You know? It's not, you're not receiving it. Like, when something happened, do you think about scriptures? Do you think about what scripture pertains to the situation that I can have the guidance or whatever to lead me through this? What are you thinking about, man? Huh? What are you thinking about? You feel me? That's the point, bro. We not just sounding good. We can't be just sounding good, bro. We have to actually, when situations take place, those same scriptures you out there reading and just saying, apply those in those situations, bro. As did YAHAWASHI. When Satan came to tempt him, what he said, as is written, thou shalt only serve the Lord thy God. He was quoting scriptures. He applied it, man. Right? Because the word was in him. Of course, he was the word, but the word was in him, man. That's how we have to arm ourselves, man, mentally in the mind, man. You know, and I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, man. You know, that's how we gotta apply these things. You know, if you ain't got nothing else to say, you know,
yeah, real quick, finish my thought. You know, because this is the challenge. This is the challenge that the elect, the men of the Lord, have took upon themselves. You know, you're not gonna be able to sneak into the kingdom of heaven without being noticed, or, you know, as far as what have you done to prove yourself.
Yeah.
You know, it's scary, but Job asked the Lord to weigh him in the balance. You know, a nigga would say, let me sneak in that bitch. Let me just go behind this dude. He ain't gonna, you know. Job asked to try me. I wanna prove myself to you.
You wanna feel like you belong there when you get there.
Exactly.
You know,
because it says, scripture say in the 25th chapter, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. We're chasing after the Lord's love, and we want to prove that we love him. That's why we're acting out and showing him.
Kind and something we was talking about too, as far as playing the game and having that shit on easy.
Yeah, exactly.
What is the accomplishment of I beat the game? You beat it on easy, man. But we going on expert. We on expert level. You know, we on 144,000 level, man. You know, we put that bitch on the max level, and that's the challenge that the men of the Lord are doing. Guys just want to back you up.
in the search things, and to tell the Most High search the inward parts. So a man, he can be tough on the outside and look right.
Like I'm up for the challenge.
Yeah.
The Lord knows.
But the Most High, he cutting open DNA. He's searching that inner man. He's searching out all, making sure you whole, man. He's searching. So you can look good on the outside and strong and tough and rough, but the Most High gonna search out your hearts, man, and really try you, man. You feel me?
Yeah.
And once again, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, bro. I'm not saying I got it. You know, I'm saying, oh, I'm good. I got it. No. Shit, I'm searching. That's why scripture say examine thyself. I'm searching out myself. Damn, am I worthy? Like, you know, that's why that fire got to be constantly tried. Like, yo, the Lord want man, you understand, the Lord want the best of the best, man. It ain't about the outward man, the physical. It's about that inner man. That's why Paul said, though my outward man perish, my inward is renewed day by day. Because that inward man is the one that's going to the kingdom. We ain't taking this flesh with us. That inner man is the one that's going to progress into the kingdom. Because flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom. So that's why, going back to Jonah, when he said, I cried at mine affliction, because that's what hell is, affliction to the body. And that's how you're able to torment the spirit. Because it's trapped. It's trapped inside his body, man. So that's how you're able to torment it and afflict it. In his body. You got to house it and trap it in his body, and then bam, that spirit can't escape. That's why I say it's things worse than death. Because you can be tormented, man. You know that. And that's how you being tried, man. That's why YAHAWASHI had to come down in the flesh. Because if he came down in the angelic body, how can you afflict him? You know? So he had to come down in the same flesh to be afflicted, to be tempted, man. And still pass.
And that's why you got.
Because his inner man was whole. He was the son of the Most High.
No lamb, nothing, no living sacrifice. You cannot do what YAHAWASHI did.
And yes, we gonna fall short, but having faith in YAHAWASHI, that's how we gonna get the victory. Your faith.
Taking on the challenge.
Taking on a challenge.
Right, shall I find?
Faith. But bro, we gonna get took to the wire, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't here yet,
You looking for
but
us,
it's
though.
closely approaching, bro. We like you say, this is the easy part right now. We really going through nothing right now. But wait till all hell break loose, man. That's the hour of temptation, Jacob's trouble. Yeah.
That's blue next to you. Is he in Jesus or is he
Yeah.
in That's what he's showing.
You know? We only can pray and hope, man.
Exactly.
Because we don't know
That's it.
what the Lord has in store for neither one of us, man. We don't know. Alright? We don't know, bro.
Because, bro, real quick, we was just talking about it earlier, man, going back to King David, man. King David, you know, he was taken from the least 7 brothers older than him. But what? Right. But what? When he was Apostle Peter, he still denied YAHAWASHI, man. But when he was King David, he had a son. His son was YAHAWASHI. His mind was on the Lord, but when he was King David, he denied him, man. That's so like, it's not about who you are, bro. It's about the Lord, man. It's about YAHAWASHI, because he still denied YAHAWASHI, man. He said, I will not deny you. Man will deny you, but I will not deny you.
Purpose of the Lord.
It's the purpose
According
of
to
the Lord.
his
According to
election.
his right, according to his, that's what it's about. That's what it's
So that's
about.
why
His
we gotta
spirit.
stay humble.
Right, and that's what the Lord is looking for. Humility, man. He's not look, bro. The Lord is looking for humility.
Cause think about it, we gonna be the governing body, Lord's
Exactly.
will. Oh, we have something.
No, I just remember. Go ahead.
If we gonna be the governing body, Lord's will. So you gotta have in your mind, it's not your own will. That's the men Lord looking for. Men that's humility. Know only the Lord is in control. You know, because how you gonna have a dude in your government governing whatever when they think that they can do what they want to do? Like, no, that ain't fit. You gotta know that the Lord is in control of everything.
Exactly.
You ain't nothing.
Because the Lord's about to give those men a lot of power.
Yeah.
You can't have men out here thinking they
On
can
their
do what
own
the hell they
thing.
want to do, and I'm about to give them all these beautiful
Discipline.
gifts. That's not gonna happen.
Discipline. You have to be disciplined. That's being a disciple, man. That's what YAHAWASHI came for his disciples, man.
And that's what brought us away
From
him.
Yep.
Disobedience.
That's why he's been whooping our ass so much.
You know?
Yeah.
Disobedience. That's what separates us from him is disobedience, man.
It's not being disciplined.
So the Lord is looking for the obedience of the nation of Israel. The
right.
obedience. And
right.
and we
right.
are in a good mind state by
right.
being in his truth, right? We took the first step right here.
God, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And that's off of what? Faith.
Faith.
Yep.
That's what he's pleased by, right?
Right.
Is he not pleased by the faith?
Yeah.
So what? He will require his seed, not the seed
Yeah.
of what you call it? I'm sorry, but the seed of Abraham. We just read it in
Faith,
Hebrew,
yeah.
right? Okay, the seed of
That's the real
Abraham.
seed of Abraham.
Right? The seed
Faith.
of Abraham is those that believe.
Yeah.
Right? Come on. So the Lord the Lord was always showing it is about faith.
That's
man.
all. Obedience. Listening.
Obedience, man.
Having faith in Him.
Yeah.
Knowing that He's in control.
He's in
That's
control.
It.
It's Him.
That's it.
Him. That's it. Be in order. Be obedient. Whatever the Lord put on you is for a reason.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, know that you grounded in this truth. Know that you grounded. And the Lord is with you, man.
Trust.
Humble thyself before the sight of the Lord, and in due time He will raise thee up. He will lift you up, man. It ain't about how great you are, how wise you are, how rich you is. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. What you just put me on Sirach. You already knew. And we can close out on this.
Hey, it's one more verse on that though, 39.
Yeah, 30,
so let him
39.
read 39 then. Bam. Yeah, get that.
I'll read it. Yeah. Read it.
No, I'm saying you can read Sirach.
Okay.
But let him read
Finish
39.
Salakia.
Yeah.
Forgive
It's
me.
just no, I'm saying just one more verse on that.
Yeah,
So let's,
go ahead.
yeah, then
So,
find yours. Yeah.
We'll close out on this.
Yeah.
All right, so Romans chapter 8, verse 38. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of the Most High, which is in YAHAWASHI, HaMashiach, our Lord.
And
So
that's
to
through
know,
the faith.
it's like,
No, I was just gonna say that's through the faith.
so to know all the turmoil and all the tribulation, you gotta know that coming from the Most High. So you can't allow that to separate you. You gotta still hold your integrity and be faithful.
Because he knew that. He was directly taught by Yahawashi. He knew. So he knew that he knew about reincarnation. He knew about these certain things. You know, he knew about so when he was returning his lot, he knew that there was nothing that can separate him. You know, because he was directly taught by Yahawashi. So he knew that nothing can deter him from his lot. Because he was taught by Yahawashi. Yahawashi told him this was what you was going to receive by giving up the world. You're going to be on 12 thrones, you know? And those men are here today, you know? But I just want to add on the spirit.
And real quick, going back to that story of David and Goliath we was talking about before,
Yeah.
you know, what was, if we lost that battle between the Philistines, we would have had to been what?
The whole nation
would
would
have been
be
service to
subject.
him.
Right.
That would have separated us from our power.
Yeah.
You talk about David's brothers. He didn't. None of his other brothers took on the challenge.
None of them, bro. Despised him.
All of them, great stature.
Yeah.
You know, you can imagine how Jake was in that time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jake was souped up. You know, strong as hell.
Yeah.
But they was all scared
Yeah.
of that of Goliath.
Kind of how his father felt. His father like, yo, this is so and so and so. He's like, they ain't him. He said, hold on, I got another son.
Exactly.
He went through 7 sons, and he was like, then what? Samuel said, the Lord came on him and was like, it's none of them. I have refused them.
Yeah.
And he was like, I got one son that tended to the sheep, because David the whole time was a leader. And that's what we are. See, David is a leader, but he was tending to the sheep. Are we not tending to the sheep?
No, that's it.
You see? We are the house of David, man. We are literally tending to the sheep. So we're going to, man, bro.
If we
it's a
be those
precept.
men, bro.
It's a precept.
Lord's will.
I don't know if it's in, I'm not sure what
Lord's
it said.
will.
It might be in Chronicles where it says he took them from the sheepfold or
Yeah.
sheepcote to leaders of my people. You know, King David came from tending to the sheep to being the head of the nation. You
Right
know what
now,
I'm saying?
by the sure mercies.
And what are we doing? We're doing the same
the
exact
same thing as David.
Feeding the sheep, bro.
Feeding the sheep. That's how the Lord is pleased. If you love me, feed my sheep. And he was telling that to King David, who was Apostle Peter. I'm sorry.
If I can say this real quick, did not the Lord say, thou has been faithful over
Few. I make you Lord
over many.
Many. He was faithful over few. Man.
You know?
Now he's Lord over the whole flock. Now he's second in command under Yahawashi. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You had to answer right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Sirach chapter 10. All right. And we can start from verse 20. The point really is 21 and 22, but get through the point. Sirach 10 and 20 says, among brethren, he that is chief is honorable. So are they that fear the Lord in his eyes. The fear of the Lord go before the obtaining of authority. But roughness and pride is the losing thereof. Whether he be rich, noble, or poor, The glory is the fear of the Lord. You know?
It's exactly this. The glory is the fear. You know, before obtaining authority, you have to fear. That's why we got brought so low, because we didn't have that. We didn't have that fear. You know, we felt we had everything going back to Adam. You know, even before that, going into Jude, that we lost our first estate. You know, because we didn't have that fear of the Lord. You know, so he had to bring us low, all the way to the bottom. You know, YAHAWASHI being our prime example, being lower than everybody in Israel. You know, to now he has a name more high than anybody's name in the heavens. You know, and that name's going to be declared, and it's being declared here on earth because he's coming back to receive what he sacrifices, which is that crown.
His men, you know, Lord will we be those men? He coming back to redeem his men, bro, his friends. You know, here it is. He finna come and set his kingdom up. Yeah. You remember that movie we watched, King?
Oh yeah.
And he went and got his best friend.
Boy, yeah.
I need faithful. He said, I need faithful men around me. You know, that I can trust in judgment. You know, whatnot. And he went and got his right hand man to be with him, because why? He was a king. So likewise, if we be those men, right? YAHAWASHI needs faithful men to be around him, because he's a king, man. He needs men he can trust, you know. So hey, that's why we gotta be constantly tried, man. We gotta be made whole.
Our friendship on trial.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it on that. You know, we're gonna close out. You know, we're gonna give all praises and glory to you.
HALAL, BAHASHEM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHEM, BAKAKWADASH.
Double honors to elder apostles, a great millstone, the tallest is truth, and blessing all you sincere livers out there pushing this truth, all sincerity and faith and honesty, and shalom, and blessings also to you sisters out there listening and learning.